What Pinterest and Draftkings have in common. Stay tuned. You really don't want to miss this one. Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be discussing two companies that have something really in common. And the first company, Pinterest, ticker symbol PINS, is a company that has caught my attention as of late. I want to compare it in some way to a company last year which was super cheap when I seen it, and I regret not buying it, which was Etsy. At the time, Etsy was about $65, and I asked my wife, what do you think about Etsy? And she had mentioned to me it was good, and people were starting to use it. Later on in the year last year, it jumped up from 65 bucks all the way up to about 250. And I didn't want to commit that same mistake with this company. I think this company, Pinterest, is a company that's growing at a very fast rate, and I think it would do very well in the future, especially with our new generation coming along. I think their adaptation of the technology and you know, kids, and as they grow, I think these type of companies, these type of growth companies, Pinterest and Draftkings, will be very popular in the future. Let me just show you a little bit about Pinterest on the screen here. I did start a position on Pinterest at roughly 72.57 on the last dip. Currently trading at 71.42. We have had a dip since then, the dip that keeps on dipping. However, I'm planning to hold this company for the long term. I think it could easily reach $100, and I think it's a great future company to be holding now. I just want to show you a little bit about Pinterest. Pinterest tops 400 million monthly active users, with Generation Z, men and millennials driving growth. 400 million users, guys. It's official. More than 400 million people around the world now come to Pinterest every month to find inspiration. If our positive corner of the internet were a country, it would surpass the United States as the third largest in the world, guys. That's how many people are using this company. Okay? What inspires most isn't how much we've grown, it's the audience that we are growing with, that are growing with us. Now, a lot of people use Pinterest to get ideas on whether it's projects or recipes, food recipes, or arts and crafts, stuff like that. But what Pinterest is starting to implement more and more, they're starting to become a little bit like Etsy. They're starting to offer, you know, products and stuff like that. And as they evolve, I think this is gonna be a very good company to invest in. I do see this company going past $100 easily, in my opinion, within this year. One thing that I started doing as of late, and for you guys that don't do this, it's very important that you do. Once you collect 100 shares of a certain company, just as I did of Pinterest, you can also start selling calls. And for those of you that do not know what selling option calls is, option cover calls, there's a video up here. Click on that video. I've done videos. I've done selling calls and I've done selling puts. Click on the calls video, and then that way you can also generate extra income while you're holding the shares. If you didn't know that you could do that, click on that video. It's a very easy process. I walk you through step by step, and I'll give you a quick example of what I did. As soon as I got Pinterest, I went ahead and set a call. I sold a call on it, okay? It was a $75 call, which expires on 3/26 right here. Basically saying that if Pinterest sells at $75 by 3/26, then I would get paid the difference of what I purchased it for. Plus, I also got, you want to say, like a rental fee or a commission for it. They also paid me up front. They paid me, right here you see it, a $101 credit for that call. Okay, so basically I got $101 for free as a premium for doing this call. So it's an extra way of generating more income. If you didn't know how to do it, check the video up above and jump into it, check it out, and once you feel comfortable, you could also sell a call on your 100 shares. Remember, you have to have 100 shares, okay? The second company that I want to talk about is DraftKings, guys, DraftKings. As we evolve more and more, ticker symbol DKNG. If you watch sports, and whether it's baseball, whether it's football, and now with March Madness coming along, I think DraftKings, which I've had in my portfolio before, but I didn't have the 100 shares. I completed the 100 shares on this company, okay? This company is also another company that I think, just like Pinterest, will reach $100 within this year. It's a very popular company, and if you watch sports, you will notice that everything you see all over the place, whether it was, I think it was a Super Bowl as well, there was DraftKings everywhere. They're getting very, very popular, guys. It's a very, very popular company. And I think it's a good opportunity still, even though it's up there a little bit right now. I think still it has way more room to go, and I'm just going to keep holding this company as well. I'm going to be doing the calls on it because it's, remember guys, as the price of the stock goes up, your premium also gets bigger. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep these companies for the long run and be selling calls at the same time on them and hope that they don't hit. Now I am going to be doing a video which is called the wheel option, which shows you a way where even if the call does strike that price and they do take away your shares, you could turn around and sell a put and then create more, generate more income, get the shares back, and do the process all over again. But guys, I just wanted to present these two companies to you because I think they're two very good companies that have high growth potential. Especially with our young generation coming along, they're going to be adopting these companies and just moving along with them. And I think as time passes, within the next 2 to 5 years, I think these companies are just going to get much bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, guys. With that, guys, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I just wanted to recap these two companies, what I got into recently, and that's pretty much it. If you haven't followed us on Twitter, go ahead and follow us at InvestingOG. And also, please like and subscribe if you found any of this information informative. Also, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one.